futuristic visitors today. Let me get my camera.
Roger that, flight. Good.
Yep. Hey, man. I like the way they just pop up for a visit, then float around and leave. Bye-bye.
What does it mean to walk through the fire? Walking through the fire is a metaphor that generally refers to going through a difficult, painful, or challenging experience. It suggests enduring hardship or facing adversity with resilience and courage, much like someone would have to endure the intense heat of fire, symbolizing a trial or test of strength. The phrase can be applied to various situations, such as personal struggles, overcoming grief, trauma, or emotional turmoil. Professional challenges, navigating tough circumstances at work, like facing setbacks, criticism, or high-pressure situations. Spiritual or existential trials, experiencing a deep test of faith or personal transformation. It's often used to describe a process of growth or purification, emerging from the fire as a stronger or wiser person, much like metal is refined when it's passed through fire. In the context of spiritual or existential trials, the metaphor of walking through the fire takes on a deeper and more profound significance. These trials are often less about external circumstances and more about inner transformation, self-discovery, and grappling with life's big questions or profound suffering. Here's a deeper look at how this metaphor can apply. 1. Spiritual trials. In many religious and spiritual traditions, the experience of going through the fire is seen as a form of purification, testing, or a rite of passage. It's the idea that in order to reach a higher level of understanding or closeness to the divine, one must endure periods of intense difficulty or suffering. Examples: testing of faith. In Christianity, there are examples of figures like Job or Abraham, who faced immense trials as a way to test and ultimately strengthen their faith. Walking through the fire might refer to those moments where you are tested to the core, forced to confront doubts, and learn to rely on a higher power or purpose. Purification and transformation. In certain spiritual practices, suffering or hardship is viewed as a necessary stage for purification, cleansing the ego or false self to reveal a deeper, truer version of oneself. This could involve confronting uncomfortable truths about your character or confronting your deepest fears, insecurities, or attachments. Mystical journey. Many mystics describe their experiences of spiritual transformation as a kind of fire. The dark night of the soul is a term used in Christianity, for example, to describe periods of spiritual desolation where the individual feels distant from God or the divine, but emerges from it with greater enlightenment. 2. Existential trials. From an existential or philosophical standpoint, walking through the fire can be understood as the process of confronting life's fundamental uncertainties, suffering, and meaninglessness. Existential crises often force people to face difficult questions like, what is the meaning of life? Why do we suffer? And what is my purpose? These trials can be deeply unsettling, but they often lead to a re-examination of one's values, beliefs, and sense of self. Examples: confronting mortality. A major existential trial is facing the reality of death, either your own or that of a loved one. The awareness of life's fleeting nature can lead to intense existential questioning. Some people may experience a deep sense of meaninglessness or dread, often referred to as existential angst, when confronted with their mortality. Loss of identity. A person might experience an existential trial when they undergo a significant life change, such as a career shift, the end of a relationship, or a dramatic shift in personal beliefs. This can lead to a crisis of identity or self-worth, where the person struggles to understand who they are without their former roles or circumstances. Facing suffering. Existentialism often explores the human capacity for suffering, pain, and the inherent struggles of life.